So yesterday for Mother's Day, I go to work outside and I go into this place where I want to be alone. I don't really like to be bothered and I can get kind of grumpy about it. On Mother's Day, I had a card that made me cry and little gifts given to me by my son and my partner, and that's enough. That was a good enough day for me. So the day was good. Well, I went outside to edge my yard thinking, I'll get some sunshine, yada, yada, yada. And I don't like to be bothered when I work in the yard. Usually it's like, oh. And the minute I put my hand down to press the button, I heard, "Excuse me, do you have any cans?" And I looked up. Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah, let me get those for you. And I felt so happy that someone needed me on Mother's Day. And then I went inside and told my boyfriend, "Hey, there's this lady out there, homeless lady. Would you go and talk to her over here so she doesn't, see, because I don't know anybody, where I get the bags from in the yard." I was like, but I'm so happy that someone finally came to get bags. After all these months, I've been telling homeless people when they come by and I see them digging in our neighbor's trash can or something, "Hey, I've got a bag of cans for you, It's not right. I also don't think the limit on how many bags you can take in a day is right. You should be able to take in 10 bags of cans, one person, in 1 hour if you want. If that's what you've saved and you want to make 50 to $100 in a day, you should have that right. We've taken away that freedom in America. They limit, these snooty booties out here, limit the amount of bags these poor people can take in. But anyway, on my Mother's Day, I went in the backyard to get some bags and I realized I smelled a dead rat. And I decided that I was going to dump out all the bags with my bare hands, go through these bags and not give her a dead rat. That's not right. So I went out there and I started dumping the cans. I'm just flinging them in and I'm saying, "Oh, I'm so glad someone finally came, and I was noticing I was a little ashamed. I've been poor my whole life and I could always look someone very, very poor in the eye. I was just like them. I had only 2 things in my fridge. I was at food giveaways 3 times a week or more. But I had my head down because I have a house now. I have my head down because I feel wealthier for some reason, because I'm not asking for cans. I could barely look at this lady. And so as I'm kind of looking down and just kind of, quickly putting the cans in the bags and showing her, I have rebagged a ton of cans. And you know what? I'm over here feeling ashamed. Like, oh my gosh, she probably, thinks I'm showing off here. I'm a rich lady. I'm just doing these cans, and she's homeless. I feel so, I don't even want to look her in the eye. She probably doesn't even believe I care. I don't even know what's running through my mind. But the one thing I'm realizing is I'm putting all these cans in bags by myself, and she hasn't offered to help. But it didn't bother me. And I thought it's probably because she probably thinks I'm going to make her either do all the work, or maybe it's freaking nice to finally see somebody care for her on Mother's Day, that feeling of a mom, and that's what I am. I had so many thoughts. I just really wanted to help this woman, and I was so impressed with how she wore this little necklace and did this makeup before she came up and talked to me. And when I came outside, I was only outside for like 2 seconds. I closed the door, stepped down the steps, 1, 2, and touched the edger, and she says, "Excuse me." Where was she? In a bush waiting for me? A lot of people probably would have been creeped out. I was touched. I felt needed at the right moment. And I looked at Nathan and I said, "That's like God's work or something, like right when I went outside, she was there. And I was just nice to her. And I gave her everything, she needed." What's really cool about this lady is she's the first one of 3 that have come to the house to get the cans that has assured me she will come back. The other ones all come back, and I could kind of tell they were struggling with addiction and stuff, and I didn't know if I'd see them. You always worry too. That made my Mother's Day. In conclusion to my story about Mother's Day, I think it was a good day. I'm a mom and I'm proud, and it was nice to care for someone, even if she was my age or older, who looked like they were struggling but went through great efforts to come talk to me and ask for my cans on Mother's Day, and made plans to come and get some more. The way that I am to people, only strangers have been like that really to me. It's okay to be the opposite man is what I call it. I'm the opposite man, opposite woman, man, whatever. Opposite person. And I am the opposite of everything that somebody showed me growing up. Well, don't be what you saw in your home if it wasn't great. Throw cans on your front yard and give them to people. It feels good. Who cares what anyone else thinks? Bye.